Hello, Caleb. It's great to see you again.
Hi, Mo. How are you?
Good. So this is our second interview follow-up, and just making sure that everything was going as you planned and how we talked about and everything like that. Before we get started, I want to reiterate our confidentiality rules and all of that.
Good.
And so, first of all, as a social worker, we are mandated reporters.
Mm-hmm.
So if anything you tell me here and I feel like it's worthy of being reported, then I'm required by law to do so.
I understand. Yeah.
All right, good. So how's everything going?
Oh, good. Good.
Yeah? How's the divorce working out?
It's rough, but getting through it slowly but surely. So.
Yeah. Have you gotten hooked up with any counseling for the abuse that your wife has incurred on you?
No. I just don't think it's necessary.
You don't. Well, I think one of the things in our action plans last time was that you were going to be looking for some. So we'll put that on the list for next time, and you can just keep working towards that.
Right.
That'll be good. How are the kids doing?
They're okay. They kind of miss their mom, but that's good. They'll get over it soon enough.
Okay, good. And then, so childcare, have you figured that out? Because last time, and the reason you were filed for neglect was because your children were by themselves,
Mm-hmm.
and Tommy's only 3 years old, so he's not old enough to be alone.
I understand.
And you live by a river, so have you taken care of those issues?
Well, I kind of Googled some things on the internet, but didn't really find a whole lot of stuff for child care. But I kind of told them I'll just try to stay away from the water.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, that's a good first step. That's a really good thing to do initially. We might want to have some child care. What has Tommy been doing during the day? Have you been working still? Okay.
I can't afford it.
Yeah, I know. It's very costly, childcare is, but there are some really great programs around. If you'd like me to look into getting some of those set up for you.
Sure.
Okay.
I don't think it's necessary though.
You don't think he needs childcare?
I mean, they can take care of themselves. I'm a good dad.
Right, but when you have a 3-year-old staying at home alone, there's two problems with that. It's against the law, first of all. And second of all, I'm not
We
sure...
live in a free country. How's it against the law?
Well, there are some rules in place to protect each and every one of
I
us.
understand.
For everyone, so I think maybe in order for you to keep the kids, since your wife is kind of out of the picture now, and I was under the impression last time that you wanted to keep them in the house with you.
Definitely.
Okay, do you have help at home, or like parents live with
sometimes
you?
my sister comes over once a week and cleans the house, but other than that, sometimes have the kids do it in the house.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, mostly during the day. I mean, I go work, come home, and you go down to a restaurant to get dinner or something.
Okay. And then the kids are in school during that time?
Most of the time.
Or most of the time?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they don't feel like going to school, it's their decision.
Oh, well, I think we have a few things that you've discussed with me so far about leaving them at home by themselves and not requiring them to go to school.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think those are some things we could possibly work on for the next time?
Well, yeah, I mean, we could.
What do you think would be the best thing to do?
I guess I can just force them to go to school, but I just don't like seeing my kids to be distraught and stuff. So, so I don't force things.
Okay. Well, I think that's a good thing to force upon your kids, because you want them to eventually get an education someday, so...
Yeah, I understand that.
Okay, good.
But you know what, it kind of, when they cry when I make them go to school and stuff, it kind of breaks my heart, you know. It's just something I don't like to do.
Okay. Well, I don't think you really have much of a choice there, but
Okay.
so if you're willing to make them go, then that's probably a good first step to take in that regard.
So how many days do I have to make a week?
Well, every day that school's in session is required, so unless there's a illness or something like that, and maybe you guys can start making like a chart of all the days that you go to school, and then you can bring that to me next time. Does that sound good? Okay, good. And then in the meantime, we can get some childcare for the younger two kids that aren't in school quite yet. Head Start is a really good option, and there's a few others around, and I'll give you those within the next week, and then we can go from there. Is there anything else that you need to discuss with me?
Yeah, I mean, I'm still not sure about this child care thing.
Okay.
I just don't.
Well, you work a 12-hour shift. Okay. And so within that time, your kids are in school some of the time, but then when do they get out of school?
I'm not sure the exact time. I think the bus drops them off at 3:30.
Okay.
Let's go for 7:30 to 3:30 or something like that.
So the other two kids are just staying at home during this time?
Yeah, I mean, they have the toys and stuff.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Well, that's going to be an immediate thing we need to take care of within the next day. So that'll be your decision if you choose to keep them in your house or at home.
Okay.
Which is what we would really like and is usually best for the kids, because if children are taken out of the home, it causes a lot of trauma within their lives. And
Yeah, I agree.
I think they've already experienced a lot from their mom and from what you've told me. So, is there anything we can do for you within this time? Or that your goals for yourself?
Just keep being the best father I can.
And how do you plan on doing that?
I just want my kids to be happy, so I'm gonna just keep on letting them, play with their toys when they want to, and taking them out to get dinner and stuff. They really enjoy that. Get a Happy Meal every now and then.
Those are some really great ideas. Also, you might want to incorporate like a more set schedule into your life, and I think that will help your daily going to school and all of those things.
Okay.
So if you could maybe try to start doing that within the next week, and then our next meeting next Tuesday, you can tell me how that's going.
Okay.
And then do you remember the other things that I've asked of you to do?
Force the kids to go to school and find a counselor, which I'm not very happy about. What else?
And then childcare, which actually I'm going to be helping you with the childcare aspect.
Yeah, how am I going to pay for that?
They have assistance programs with that, and so I'll look into what you qualify for, and I can try to hook you up with that. And I can give you a list of counselors that I think would be good, that have dealt with situations like yours. Would you like that as well?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, I'll look into stuff like that for you for the next week.
So how old do my children have to be able to stay at home by themselves?
For short periods of time, probably in 5th grade they can.
Oh, wow.
Not much longer than 1 to 2 hours, I would say. So you might want to also, they have after school care programs as well. So you might want to look into that, so then you could pick them up if you're willing to do that. Or unless you have a family member that could help.
Yeah, okay.
Your sister, I don't know.
She'll come clean the house, but that's about it. But yeah, I'll look into it.
Okay, you look into the after school care. I'll take care of the child care, and then I'll give you some names for some counselors as well.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Good, and then you keep me updated with how the divorce process is going. And remember that it is not safe for your children to be around your wife, so.
I don't even want to be around her, so that won't be a problem.
Well, good. Then that problem's solved.
Wacko.
Yeah, well, sounds like a good relationship to get an annulment out of.
Definitely, yeah.
Yes. Great. Well, Caleb, it was great to see you today.
Yeah, you too, Mo.
And we'll be seeing you soon.
Yeah.
Hi, Tony. Okay, this is the second part, and this is going to be Caleb talking about what he felt throughout the interview process. So, Caleb, if you would like to just take it away.
I felt like Mo did a good job with just keeping everything in line and organized, and not like making you. She didn't like make you feel uncomfortable with the questions she asked, but made her feel like she actually cared about your situation, or my situation. And I thought that she did a very thorough job with asking the questions and reiterating what things were going to get set up. So I thought she did an excellent job of that. But during the interview, I felt like the questions were genuine, and the explanations were very thorough to why I needed to do certain things.
And also, how did you feel playing the role of the person you were playing?
It wasn't a familiar role with me because I've never been through any of that stuff, thankfully. But I felt because of the way like the questions were asked and stuff, like it didn't make me feel like Mo was talking condescending toward me or anything like that. But I mean, I felt comfortable with the questions and stuff.
Good. Okay, well, and then we have our observer over here, our third-party observer, and we're just gonna see how his thoughts on the interview. So Jay, how was it looking from the side, like from looking onto the interview, or how do you think that Caleb could have felt throughout the interview?
Well, like he should have, or he probably did feel welcomed with Ms. McKinsky's tone, and it was very welcoming and comfortable, and even when he resisted to her suggestions and the things that they agreed upon last time, she stuck with it, and didn't ever sound judgmental, and just was very simple and told me to get done.
Great. Do you have any other things that you observed throughout the interview?
Well, you'd seem to be taken aback by some of his answers. So,
Yeah, that is
is.
a great point. I'm glad you addressed that. If you would like to elaborate on any of that.
Well, he himself seemed to be struggling with some of his answers, sometimes keeping it. Maybe it's a coping mechanism, I don't know. But,
Good. Great. Do you have any last words?
I feel like you did an excellent job. So we can see.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure.
Thank you, Jay.